So my name is Alexis Rossi. I work at the Internet Archive. And I just wanted to familiarize you all with the projects that we're working on. You've probably heard of us because of the Wayback Machine. The Wayback Machine is an archive of the entire Internet, or we hope the entire Internet. Of course, I'm sure we're missing a few things. We've got 85 billion web pages that you can go browse through at web.archive.org. We also do archiving services for libraries, state governments, the Library of Congress, people like that. People often want to create their own web archiving collections, and that is something that we're really good at. We have a service called Archive It that is a subscription service that you can use to do that yourselves. So we'll then host it, make a searchable collection for you. But we also have a lot of other collections that people are not always aware of. And hey, check that out, you're already on archive.org. Oh, bummer. We also have a lot of other collections that sometimes people aren't so aware of. We have about 56,000 movies, including things, oh gosh, anything from UCSF's tobacco archive collection of things that they got in that, the big court case and everything. They had to archive all of these documents. You can go watch a lot of their movies on archive.org. We have a burlesque game show, if that's more to your liking. We have all kinds of things like Democracy Now!, British government publication films, ephemeral stuff like drive-in movie ads, things like that. We have a lot of audio, about 120,000 items, including almost 40,000 live concerts. We have net labels on there, podcasts, all kinds of things that you might want to look at. We have old-time radio shows. We have LibriVox audiobooks. We also have a book collection with about 150,000 books that we've digitized personally through our scanning program. So if that's something that your university is interested in, we would love to talk to you about that. We are digitizing about 12,000 books a month right now through about 3 full-time scanning centers, and then we have a couple of other test centers set up. We'll be setting up more this year. The nice thing about that is that whatever we scan for you is yours to do whatever you want with. It's completely open. Oh, cool. Cool. I was just going to take you on a little tour of the website, but you can do that on your own computers as well, I'm sure. The texts are actually really interesting. We've got anything from children's literature to medieval stuff, medical, medical historical stuff, religious stuff, math books, regular literature. If you want Little Women, we got it. So you can go to the text archive and take a look at anything we've got in there. Whoever decides to go. We don't have the prettiest interface in the world, but we do have about, and it's also not the most user-friendly website we're aware, but we have about 10 million hits per day, about 1.5 million downloads per day. So one of the things we're really good at doing is archiving large collections of things and making those available to the general public. We really like to help libraries. We kind of consider ourselves to be a technology partner for libraries. So if your libraries have collections that are sitting there on your library website and you want to make those available to the whole world, we're good people to do that with. Everything on our site is open source. All of our software development is open source. So we really like to partner with people. What we're currently working on is we're trying to figure out a good way to expose our digitized books, and all digitized books, as a matter of fact. If we can find a way to aggregate digital resources into one place where people know that they can find them, and we can create a fairly popular website that will show up in web searches, since most people are looking for resources on Google first. We'd like to be able to find our resources and your resources and everybody else's resources. So if there's anybody here who's interested in working with us, my name is Alexis, and I'm alexis@archive.org. So please send me an email. Let me know what you're working on, how we can help. That's what we're looking to do, is help you guys. So Does anybody have any questions?
You say rocks.
Thank you. Even though it doesn't have a pretty little player like YouTube. Although it will soon, actually. We're working on that.
What do you work with libraries, or are you involved at all on the digitization side of things in terms of working with other people?
Yes, we have full-scale digital scanning centers at 3 big libraries right now: University of Toronto, UCLA, and UC Berkeley. We're scanning about 12,000 books a month.
What about photography, particularly old photography with odd formats like glass slides and things like that? Have you done any of that?
We're doing microfilm now as well. I think we've got about 3,500 microfilm books digitized, and that's actually going really well. We haven't moved on to anything like, glass slides or anything like that. That's certainly a possibility. And if you have collections of those things, like a collection of photographs or something, we're quite happy to create a collection for you and serve that to the public.
Okay, thanks a lot.